we're celebrating this month the 20-year anniversary of the release of Illmatic by Nas, which is the best hip-hop album ever made, and the really one of the best albums ever made. I mean, in the same way that you have to listen to, even if you're not the hugest fan of a particular genre of music, you need to know some of Bob Marley's catalog. You need to know some of Bob Dylan's catalog. You need to know some of the Ramones' catalog. You need to know some of Rolling Stone's catalog. You need to know this album. Illmatic, which came out in 1994. Nas was 19, 20 years old. And the album did a couple of things that were really distinct, and some things that basically it earned the comparison that one person made. It's been compared to several different things. I always used to say it was like listening to The Wire as an album. The same type of multiple narratives, all these things going on, really vividly conveying a certain type of environment in urban America through a lot of different angles, which is what was really special about the album. It wasn't just the subject matter. Obviously, rap had always had political, social undertones. It also had a certain celebration at times of criminality, rebelliousness, living dangerously. He does all of that, but he adopts multiple personas, so a lot of it is almost like journalistic. He didn't have this need always to say, like, he could have a song on New York State of Mind as an example, where Nas talks about the fantasy of being a drug kingpin, of a certain type of wealth and power. Probably much more reflective of a position of being in poverty and marginalized than actually enacting the fantasy on the album. So we had this journalistic perspective almost, and this very interesting perspective. So I compare it to The Wire. Other people have compared it to the Battle of Algiers. And in some respects, from a listening experience, it's almost like a combination. One music critic said it was like a cross of Basketball Diaries, which I don't know if people know that book, and Native Son, Richard Wright. So this album is 20 years old. The themes obviously still resonate today. It's a short album. It's only clocks in at a little over 30 minutes. And you'll get this incredible slice of the time that it came out. And there's a lot of very specific things in the atmosphere. So you're talking about certain specific figures in Queens who are going to jail, and Mike Tyson, and all this stuff that happened in a very specific time. But then there's obviously kind of longer things that stretch out of it in terms of a certain type of experience. And it not only does it hold up, it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. We played The World Is Yours during the first bumper music. It's probably the best rap song ever made. And, if you get into this, you'll have some type of experience between documentary and fiction and a really, really broad range of lyrical and musical expression. And I know I'm just gushing here, but the truth is the album really is that good. Yale put out an anthology about it a couple years ago, I think, called Born to Use Mics. But I just have to say, I think wherever you are in this audience, I know some people love it and they email me and they tweeted me about it. I know other people have, no reference point for it. Check out this album. It's the 20-year anniversary of it. It's indispensable.